Can you hear me?
I can, mate. I can see you too. Gosh, you're a handsome
All
man.
right.
Look at that. Wow. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Mate, I'm all right. I'm a bit bleary-eyed. It is what, just gone 7 in the morning here, and we're having my daughter's birthday
Oh,
downstairs. So
nice.
she's literally like lots of pink wrapping paper has been strewn everywhere.
Big
We're
day,
about,
huh?
yeah, man. We're about to you at the moment.
It's way later in the day here. It's like 2 in the afternoon. So I've been up for a little bit, but it's nice. It's like 85 degrees today. Nice
You're
day
not.
here.
So whereabouts are you though? Sorry.
I am in Pasadena, like it's like a suburb of LA.
Okay, yeah. So I saw that Zebrahead had come from Orange County. So for those of us who look, mate, have never been but watched the OC growing up, like how accurate I'm assuming there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of people staring off into the sunset and brooding.
Man, I was just doing that before the Zoom call. I was outside just kind of thinking about my life and thinking about should I go to the beach or to the pool today?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta watch. You gotta watch. You gotta think about your life while waves are crashing in. Yeah.
Man, it's tough here. I'm
Do you
telling
have a
you.
jetty? Do you have a jetty?
Of course, everybody here has a jetty.
Oof. Thank goodness. Thank
Man,
goodness.
it's a tough life here, I tell you.
So, in your own words, like, because obviously I have a perception as to what the Orange County scene is like, but just tell me about the area, man.
It's hard for me because growing up here, it's all I knew,
Mm,
It's I can imagine it would be similar just from my experience coming to Australia. I feel
mm,
like 'cause it is kind of a beach town, it's closer to the beach. It's in my experience, I feel like Australians and people that are from Southern California have a little bit in common because when you're near like the water, and especially if it's a nice weather and stuff, there's an like everybody's experience is outdoorsy, everybody likes to be outdoors here. So
mm,
I don't know, it was really mellow for me. It wasn't anything that was extraordinary in my
mm.
opinion, but at the same time, it was easy. It was like a good upbringing, and everybody here seems to be, for the most part, pretty mellow and pretty cool. Obviously, everywhere there's some assholes, but it was a good time. I don't know.
But interesting. Okay, so drilling down into what you say about, it's a very easygoing atmosphere. To what extent do you think that influenced the kind of music that was coming out of that scene?
Yeah, I mean, especially when we were coming up, it was, like No Doubt was blowing up at the time. And then like when I was in high school, I remember Offspring was starting out. So it was like,
Mm,
a lot of big bands came out around the area that I grew up in, and we weren't deaf to that. We knew that at that time it was kind of a hotbed for music. And it was cool because there was shows like every night almost, and every weekend, you would go see a band play. And that part of it was really cool because the notoriety County had received allowed opportunity for more bands there.
mm.
So there were more venues to watch bands at that time, and a lot more bands, I feel like. So it was a cool scene, man. Being a young, musician at the time, it was fun.
The Offspring, man, I'll tell you, they corrupted me. You know, they were the first ever swear word I ever heard. Bad
No
Habit
way.
off the Smash album. The use of the
No.
word, a friend of mine played me the songs like, get this, and I hear this stupid, dumb shit, goddamn motherfucker. I'm like,
Mm,
did he say motherfucker on a song? Whoa! It would have been nine, like 8 or 9 at the time. Yeah.
totally, totally. I grew up when I was a kid. I only listened to hip hop,
Mhm.
and where I was from at the time, I played a lot of basketball, and my friends who played basketball loved NWA. So
Oh,
I had learned, I heard all of it by the time I was like 8, because all those songs had a lot of cursing and stuff. But I get it.
I will tell you a very, very quick NWA story that will make you very proud of Australia. So when Fuck the Police came out, we have a radio station down here that was for the youth. It was either Triple J or Double J at the time. But anyway, they got told that they weren't allowed to play Fuck the Police. So they put it on repeat and locked the studio, and it was playing on repeat for like 2 days.
Yeah,
Uh,
don't ever tell people they can't do something. That's like the worst thing you could do.
so, mate, much has been said about the Zebrahead live experience. How would you describe it in your own word? I'm sorry. Should I be calling this Zebrahead? You got to remember my Australian pronunciation. Uh,
Dude, very easy. You can call us whatever you want. Zebra
all
head,
right.
zebra head, shithead. We're good.
How would you describe the live show? Like in your own words, what are you trying to achieve with each show?
So, like for me, and I know like Ben, our bass player, growing up, we went to a lot of punk shows and stuff, and the energy of those shows, the interaction between the band and the crowd, the audience, was so like you could kind of taste it, you know. So when we started the band, we really wanted to have that vibe for our band. So we do our best to come out with a lot of energy, to have a good time, to kind of feed off the energy of the crowd, and have them be a part of the show. I feel like that's an important aspect to it. So it's a good time, man. You know, like our fans come and understand that, and they have a great attitude. And a lot of the people that come to the shows actually become friends, and then that you know the next time they come together. So it's this like community of like music fans, punk music fans, metal music fans, you know, that come together and have a good time. And that's pretty much all it is.
Now, mate, this next question might sound like I'm being edgy. I promise you, because I know these are tense times. Relax, you can answer it if you want. I'm just curious. You were born in Iran, right?
Yeah.
Did your heritage cause a bit of friction in the years after 9/11? Because I saw your name and I thought, fuck, that looks like it translates to no fly list.
Oh man, I mean, at that time, yeah, it was scary. I remember because like I came here when I was 6, so I mean, I never really thought of myself as like a foreigner,
Mm,
really,
mm,
because where I grew up, everybody's pretty accepting. Like, I moved into this community. And we were like, I think there was another family that was Middle Eastern at my school, even. There wasn't
mhm,
that many of us. So, everybody was like, they never acted like we were any different, you know? It was a
mhm,
really accepting community. My neighbors, like, I remember all the kids the first day we moved into our house, there was like maybe 12 neighborhood kids, and they all came uh, outside of our door and were starting hanging out with us, and they were talking to us, like just trying to get to know us, you know?
mm.
And it was, I never felt it was very accepting anyway. So when that happened, it was kind of a punch to the face because I felt like I was worried more for my parents, you know,
How old would you
because
have been around that time? Just to set the tone.
um, I
Because I
was
was 16.
my 20, like mid 20s, I guess.
Okay, yep, go ahead. Yep.
So, yeah, man, it was weird because, and I was traveling a lot for the band at the time. So I was like, what can I do? Like, I remember my sister and I went and got like these American flags, and we like put them on the windows of my parents' car. Just because I was traveling a lot, my sister was in school away from them too. So like, you know, they didn't have any issues. Like it was
Yeah,
fine. But like there was a worry for my sister and
yeah,
I
yeah.
about it. And we had never thought of anything like that before. So I definitely do remember going, "Oh shit, like, you know, I hope nobody's gonna fuck with them, you know."
Yeah.
So
Quick, get some
yeah.
flags.
Yeah, that's
From
all we can
America.
think of is put American flags on their cars, you know.
There's a New Zealand band that has only just retired, but they were going for ages, and they were called She Had. Now they actually had to change their name for a bit because they were trying to break into the American market, and everyone kept calling them Jihad. And
Oh no. I was trying to see
uh,
where you were going with that. I'm like, she had, oh no. Yeah,
yeah, I was
that's not
like,
good.
oh, buggers.
That's unfortunate, man.
Now, Ale, I understand that you were accepted into med school, but you didn't. Yeah, obviously that didn't go. I'm just curious if you could jump into the multiverse machine and meet the Ali who actually went through med school. Where do you think he'd be in life?
So, you know, a lot of my friends, because going through college, I made a lot of friends that were pre-med, and a lot of them are doctors now. So
Hmm.
I kind of get to live that like life through how what they're doing, you know.
So, mate, all right. Zebrahead's first visit to Australia. When was it?
Oh my God, dude. I could tell you the last time we were there was 7 years ago. So
Hmm.
before then, maybe 14 years ago, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so what was the? the first visit, because that's always the most interesting one. What do you remember of it?
Um, so at that time, it was we were a little bit younger, and I remember we had a traveling group with. I think we did the Soundwave stuff. I think it was our first,
Ah,
and that is just an experience onto itself, man. You get a bunch of musicians, you put them on planes and fly them from one place to another. Like I remember that honestly, hanging out with other bands in between the
mm,
shows is what kind of sticks out to me. It was such a fun atmosphere, and like I remember getting on this plane when everybody's like in a band, and dude, there were people like walking up and down the aisle, like pulling their pants down and like trying to put their dick in somebody's cup. It was like insane how like everybody was hammered. It wasn't it was that experience stuck out to me so much. And I can't believe I remember one person like even kissed a stewardess, like grabbed her and like kissed her on the mouth because she was like, "You got to sit down," and he was hammered, and he like turned around and goes, "Okay," and turned around and
oh
kissed her.
no!
Nowadays, you'd be in jail somewhere, but
Yeah,
you can't really do
hell.
that anymore. But it was debauchery, man. It was out of everything, I remember that the most. The shows were fun, like going
Uh,
to the beaches and all that stuff was fun, but like going out after the shows at night and like traveling with all the other bands, it was a good time.
which do you remember which year this was? Because I was a bit of a Soundwave connoisseur towards the end.
I would have to Google it off the top of
Yeah,
my head. No, sorry.
that's all good. Do you remember who was the Dick Dipper? Who was
It was a what?
who was allegedly the plain Dick Dipper, Dick Cup
That,
Dipper?
oh, that was our. I'm not going to say who it was, but it was somebody in our camp.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
I expect nothing less.
He was standing real close to me. That's how I saw
What
it.
when it comes to when it comes to a an unsolicited dick dipping, what do you think's worse? Do you think it's worse if they're circumcised or uncircumcised?
Bro, at that point, I don't think it really matters. Like, you just gotta hope it's clean or something, I don't know.
Which at that point in the tour, it's like, oh gosh,
Probably
guys.
not. So you got to get another drink at that point.
I understand you're a big rap fan. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So what were the albums? What were the rap albums that really grabbed you? And were there any? Are there any modern rappers that have got your attention?
Yeah, for sure. So, like growing up, I started getting into hip hop through like bands like Ice Cube, NWA, Eazy-E, and mainly the thing I loved about their music was the intensity and the energy from their songs. It just like pump me up so much. And then I slowly got into bands like A Tribe Called Quest,
Hmm.
Outkast, stuff like that. Beastie Boys, obviously, growing up. And then, more recently, I've been listening. I love like ASAP Ferg. I love like ASAP Rock, the whole ASAP collective. Joey Badass, I listen to a lot. There's so many good artists out there, man. Kodak Black, I like.
Mm.
I don't know. There's like just quite a few.
Uh, I was doing my old man yells at cloud. New rap's terrible. I hadn't listened to new rap in years, and then Kendrick Lamar just
Oh
fucking
yeah,
ambushes me with a track, and I'm like, oh my god, this dude! It's like rap meets Radiohead. What is going on? And
yeah, man. That guy is so talented.
I have since become an obsessive, like in the last
Yeah,
two
he,
years.
he stepped it up a notch for everybody, I feel like. You
I'm
know.
hoping he's headlining a festival here, so I will hopefully be seeing him in
I
December.
haven't seen him. Let me know how it is. I would love to
Oh,
see him.
bro, cannot wait. Easy, man. Look, so lastly, you've been described as pop punk royalty. There is there's a lot of inbreeding in royalty. Is there inbreeding in pop punk, and which band would you describe as the most inbred?
Can I just say, if whoever said we're pop punk royalty was probably somebody from like in our camp, was it like a or something like? I don't know who
Totally
would say
undeserved, but do it.
that. Um, what is it? Who's the most inbred?
I'm just talking shit. Yeah, yeah. Who do you think would be, if there is such a thing as pop punk royalty, who would be the most inbred?
So how about this? I'll tell you this. Like pop punk music is such like a small group, like it's so
Mhm.
tightly knit. We played a few shows this weekend in Las Vegas last weekend, and randomly I ran into my friends from Real Big Fish that were
Mhm.
playing horns for Goldfinger. And Mike, my friend from MXPX, was playing bass and singing for them. So it's
Uh,
like it's this community of like friends who will go like sleep with each other's wives, kind of play music together, and then like go on and do their own things and come back. So it's just like this family of people I think who appreciate the fact that they're still able to, play music as long as we have, and to be
mm.
able to still be relevant in a pop punk music. And we don't take that for granted, but it's a really cool community, of artists and people that are like have the same interests.
I feel like the universe must be teasing me because I hate ska music, and I swear to God, I have interviewed all of the biggest ska bands on the planet within the last 6 months. Like,
Really? Well, dude, you got to. I see your shirt. I love the
yeah.
Deftones. They're one of my favorite bands.
Oh
So
yes, yes, and this is
yeah,
one of my favorite albums.
yeah,
I
so
so
good.
whoever does their merch was really frustrating when I was growing up because you're like, all I want is like the album art and a logo. That's it. That's it. And they're like, nah, best we can do is a yellow shirt with a palm tree on it, and it's some font we've never used. But I found my three favorite Deftones albums on shirts. So
Oh,
yes,
nice. eBay, dude. eBay has all of that shit.
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
Easy, mate. This has been rad. Thank you very much for your time. It has been a
Yeah,
really,
Tom,
really
appreciate you
fun.
taking time to do this.
Yeah, easy, man. Yeah, all the best, and
Are you coming to any of the shows?
potentially, man. Yeah, it can definitely be a thing. So,
Well, let me
yeah,
know
we
if you
might.
need tickets or whatever. Come have a beer or whatever.
We'll do, man. Sounds
Yeah.
good. All right,
Enjoy
man.
your daughter's birthday, buddy. Thanks for taking time.
We'll do, mate. See ya.
All right, man. Later.